Blessed love, my friends. This is Wele Tekidan. Welcome to my channel. May Archangel Michael bless you all and guide you all on his day of celebration in Ethiopia. It was a wonderful day of manifestation for me. So today I was working on my energy blocks of receiving. I am about to receive the biggest things that I dreamt about, the things that I've asked for, and yet I just learned from my dreams and the things that occurred in my life in the past 2 days that I actually have energetic blocks of receiving. So I was working on that in a place in my favorite restaurant, which by the name Shifta. So after that, I was releasing a lot of blockages, that like blockages of not enough, blockages of victimhood and stuff. So I felt the need to replace the place, that open space. Now that I let go of so much of negative energies and blocks, that I had to fill it up, the place. I had to fill up the empty place with positive affirmations and uh, positive affirmations and ideas and beliefs that I wrote down on my notebook. So I went to a quiet place. I thought about finding a quiet place, and I ended up just around Bode area in one of the places, the neighborhoods of rich people, officials, government officers, and generals. Apparently they live there, but like I wasn't thinking. I was just hoping to find a quiet place, and that place happened to be that for me. So I was just, I walk upright because the energy flows in my spinal cord. The energy flows just perfectly well now. So I walk upright with so much confidence and calmness. So I was just going around the neighborhood, reading what's written on my notebook and saying it again and again, and somehow taking it to my heart space and questioning if I actually believe that the new belief systems that I'm building can serve me. So I was just in the world of my own, minding my business, and then one of the guards in that area started coming back and forth, like passing me and then like coming back. And I saw him once and I ignored him all along. And then after after I encircled the area back and forth for a few times while reading my affirmations, I felt the need to sit down, and I did. And then two guards, I don't know who they are, they didn't tell me, but two men came along and told me to get up and to start moving. And I said, why? And then they said it's prohibited. It's banned to sit here. You can't sit here. And I said, who are you? And they said, you can't ask any question. You just do what we want you to do. And I said, I know how the law works, and show me if you have a legal paper or any ID or anything that gives you the right to tell me to get up and to leave this place. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here because I'm just reading and I'm resting. In fact, this is a public area. It's this street. People come and go in this street, and I'm not the only one who happens to be here. So show me your papers, anything that gives you the legal right to tell me to get up and to leave. Otherwise, I wouldn't. And then one of them starts like talking in a very disrespectful way, and he said to me, he even said that he would slap me, and I didn't say anything. I didn't say do that. I didn't say don't do that. I just continued to just look at him like the sort of maniac that he actually is. Because like who would have the audacity to tell someone to get off the street when that street is of public? And also I was just sitting there and I was reading. I didn't give any sign of threatening the peace of that area. But the thing is, after the experience, I learned not that I have anything against wealthy people or rich people. In fact, I'm one of them, and I love wealthy people the same way that I love poor people. I love all of the people equally. So like I'm not saying this out of inferiority complex. I mean, if you think of it in that way, but like most of the people who are rich and actually officials, African officials and leaders who are now an authority, they are corrupt. They are so very much corrupt. They are criminals. They kill people for money, they worship money, they always think about money, and they want to make class difference, which bothers me the most. It bothers me that we live in the world where there are lower class, middle class, and higher class. For me, the idea of class is bullshit, and the fact that I and then, like, let me finish this story first. And then one guy came along, just a passenger, and he saw us, like he saw the situation happening, and he approached us, and I said, these guys are telling me to leave without like telling me why. And in fact, I know how the law works, because I have a law degree myself, and I have a legal ID, and this is in fact a public place, and I can sit, I can move, I can do whatever I want. It's none of their business. And the guy said, why don't you just do what they want? And I said, it's like they do this to me because they have done it for so many people, and those people didn't bother to challenge them. And how many years will this keep going on? It's gonna keep going on. And if I don't speak for my people, if I don't speak for myself, if I don't act as a citizen who knows her rights and obligation, nobody would teach these MFs. And then, after just a few arguments sort of vibe, I just decided to get up and to start walking. And then after I walked a little, just a little, they called me. They were like, come back. They started calling me. And I knew that I was in their environment. Anything could happen. By the way, in Africa, in Ethiopia, from what I saw and I heard so far, the policemen just beat people. That's just as if it's just their right. And if I was to be taken to the police station, even the policemen wouldn't defend me. The officials here are so corrupt. I was watching Vice just a couple of days ago. I was watching Vice, and like actually the Vice channel on YouTube, it has a category that's called informers. And informers are people who expose institutions, who expose companies, who expose public places, and who expose any illegal activity that's being done in the world. And it made me sick. I was depressed after watching those informers. After watching those videos, I was depressed, because what I saw, I found it so hard we're living in this kind of world now. This is not the world that our ancestors fought to build. This is not the world that our ancestors envisioned to exist. I mean, like, it's a very sickening world that we live in, and I am a rebel. And being a rebel is not just wearing black, is not just listening to rock and roll, is not just having arguments with your friends about communism and capitalism. If you are a rebel, you have to show it in your real life. You have to start challenging authority now. You have to start challenging the government. You have to stand for yourself. You have to stand for your people. And after that, I started running, because I knew that it was their environment. If I end up in their environment, anything could happen, and no one would defend me. Trust me on that. Like, it doesn't matter whether I'm a woman or I'm educated or blah, blah, blah. Even the policeman is on the side of these rich men and officials. So in all of these games, the ones who are suffering are lower class and middle class, and the people who do not use their voice to defend themselves. And then after I ran away, apparently I'm not sure if it's running away or teleporting, because I was too fast. One guy was watching me while running. It's just actually 1 kilometer. It's not even 1 kilometer actually, but like I was running to a public supermarket, because once I get there, even though they follow me and they catch me, people are watching me. It means that I have witnesses. And I have all of my legal documentations with me, along with my notebook, so I know that I'm safe. And actually today it's Archangel Michael. So I was pretty much confident that I was just learning a lesson, and I was just, that's my mission, I was just being the person that I was destined to be, that I'm meant to be. So anyway, once I ended up in the supermarket, they came and they got there, and I was like, now you can talk to me. What now? And then they were like, they were full of shame. They just silently go past me because they knew I was in an environment where they can't do anything. And after that, I asked Archangel Michael, what is the point of experiencing this? Whenever I experience something strange or something new something like this, I would always ask angels what the purpose is. And Archangel Michael said, it's time that people start to challenge authority. It's time for you to challenge the system. It's time for you to challenge the economy. It's time for you to have a voice. You are a woman. I am a woman, right? I'm a woman. I'm educated. I'm African. And I spoke for myself. I defended myself. In fact, I crushed their egos. Most importantly, these men, their egos were crushed. On so many levels, I could see it in their eyes. So, like on a similar note, one time I was in my hometown, and I was just, it's a few days after I shaved my head. So I was just bald. So I was just walking, and the people, one of them came, and I was just having my backpack, and I was walking straight, and one guy came along, and the people are now, due to the situation in Amara region, we were told to protect our territory. So who are you? And I was like, it's none of your business. He was like, I want to search your bag. I was like, show me your legal paper, and so you can do that. And then, he said, show me your ID. I said, if you have a legal right to ask me all of these questions, I would definitely cooperate, because I want peace and love in this world. But if you don't have any of those things, you can't just come to my face and say that. And then one person after another, I was surrounded by 100, not 100, 50 to 60 people. And then the policeman came, and I was taken to a police station, and they said they thought I was a terrorist or a spy, just because I shaved my head, and I was walking upright, wearing my long dress with so much confidence, just shining my lights, because that's what I was born to do. And then the policeman called my parents and my brothers, and they came, and they told them that I was born and grew up there, so that finally they searched for my bag, and when they see it's just an images of saints and angels. I had my mobile phone, and I had a few papers that I wrote things on, and I had my notebook. So they finally confirmed that I was a peaceful person. So since my awakening, these things happen. People see me as if I'm a sort of a spy with so much suspicion. Even the people that I hang out with sometimes ask me questions. I mean, who are you? They want to label me, they want to put me in a box, but they can't. So please, guys, the message that Archangel Michael wants to deliver to you today through me is that it's time to start to challenge authority. It's time to start to use your voice. It's time to start to embody your divine light. It's time to start to step into your divine mission. It's time to start to act like the humans we are. Many messed up things are happening in the world. I'm the type of person who don't see negative things, mainstream media. I don't do it at all. I just see what I want to see on social media. But sometimes I feel the need to go back and to check what's going on in the world the way I did while watching Vice. And it gives me so much pain that many people aren't eating the way they have to eat. Many people do not have their medical expenses covered the way that it should. It gives me pain that this world is being controlled by a few people, And those people are greedy, they are arrogant, they're selfish, and all they care about themselves. And it's time to break that cycle. And this story is what I wanted to share with you. In the next video, I will be talking about luck and poverty mindset, because I'm coming out of it now for once and for all. And I will guide you through how to actually join the abundance mindset and endless, limitless abundance and wealth, how to create wealth for yourself and for the highest good of all. So I will share that. Love and peace, RasTafarai. May Archangel Michael be with you today and all the time. I love Archangel Michael. He works on a mission. He connects people with their mission, and he served me so much in my journey. May Archangel Michael cover you up with his blue light today and tonight and forever. I love you so much, RasTafarai. Love and peace. Bye.